it is Julie. Welcome back to Pages and Pens. Today I am here with my Emojiathon announcement slash challenges slash loose TBR. Basically, I am just going to inform you about all of the challenges for the Emojiathon. The Emojiathon is a reading challenge that takes place the entire month of June. It is by far one of the easiest reading challenges for you to take part in because it is the whole month long and all you need to do is read 4 of the books from any of these challenges. I think there's like 24, 25 of them. There's a lot to pick from. And they're all pretty broad, so it's like impossible not to fit a book you want to read into one of these categories. It's kind of one of those give me reading challenges where you can feel like you're a part of a larger community. We're going to be doing reading sprints on Twitter, one of which I will be hosting. I will be hosting the Twitter sprints for the Emojiathon's Twitter account, which will be linked down below, on the 24th of June. Also, in the Twitter profile of the Emojiathon is a Google Doc that will tell you all of these challenges along with its corresponding emoji. I'm going to do my best to explain them all to you right now. I also think that I may make June my entire TBR might just be Emojiathon books. I'm gonna find a way that whatever I read fits into one of these categories, but I will give you 4 books that I plan on reading in the month of June for this particular video. Let's jump right into it. If I look down, my computer's right here. I'm just looking at the spreadsheet. So the first one is the emoji of the 2 boys holding hands, and this is to read a book about a marginalized group. I am planning to read I'll Give You the Sun by Jandy Nelson for this particular tag. The second one is the little gift emoji, and that is to read a book that is gifted to you. The next one is the heart emoji, and that is to read a romance or contemporary book. And I think I'm going to be reading Paper Princess for this particular challenge. I've had this book for a long time, I think since my 3rd haul on this channel, over 6 months, and I really want to get to it. The next one is the heart eyes emoji. This is to read a book that you bought because of the cover. Next is a little smiley blushy face emoji, and that is to read a book that makes you happy just thinking about it. Then the like screaming face that's like blue to yellow, that's to read a horror or thriller. I may try to read either You by Carolyn Kepnes or Anna Dressed in Blood for this by Kendare Blake. I'm not sure which one of those I'm going to read, but I'm going to try to throw a thriller into the mix for June, so one of those may be happening. Then the robot emoji, and that is to read a futuristic or sci-fi book. Next is just the stack of books emoji, and that's to read a freebie. You can literally read whatever book you want for that. Then the baby face emoji, and that is to read a 2016-2017 release. I have a couple of those, mainly Owlcrate books that I've gotten recently that I would really like to get to. I don't know what I'm going to use for that, but I'm sure that is one of the ones I will be reading for this challenge. Then the crying face emoji with like the streams, the waterfalls, and that's to read a cry-worthy book. Then the like really big face emoji, that's to read a book that you've really been anticipating. For that, I will probably read A Court of Wings and Ruin. The next is the clock emoji, and that's to read a book in 24 hours. Then the big eyes emoji, and that is to read a book that you've been seeing all over, either on BookTube or Bookstagram, etc. Then the little dancing bunny-eared girls emoji, and that's to buddy read a book. I will be buddy reading The Long Way to a Small and Angry Planet for the Java and the Librarians book club, which is also a sci-fi, so I will be able to do a sci-fi and a buddy read combined in one book. I know I will be adding that into my June TBR. The plain emoji, and that is to read a book that takes place in a different country than your own. And then the laughing crying emoji, and that's to read a book that makes you laugh until you cry. The like sighing like side-eye emoji, and that's to read a book that you're annoyed with yourself for not having read yet. Then the like money eyes and the tongue that's like a dollar bill emoji, and that's to read a very expensive book. Then the like big glasses and bucktooth emoji, and that's to read a book without a lot of hype. Then the peace sign emoji, and that's to read a book that you've had forever, and if you don't like it or you don't read it, it's time to say peace out and unhaul the book. So this is like a last chance book. You've got to read it this month or you're going to get rid of it. Then the puppy emoji, and that is to read a book with an animal on the cover or that features animals in the book. I think I would like to try to get to Morgan Mattson's The Unexpected Everything. It's been on like 1,000 TBRs between the Tome Topple, etc., contemporary TBR, and I still haven't read it, so maybe I'd like to try to get to that one, but we'll see. Then the music note emoji, that is to read a book that features music. I've already read Winter Song, or I could count that in. I really don't read very many books about music. P.S. I Like You, I'm reading now. That would count, but I'm reading it now, so it won't count. Then the like multiple different religious temples emoji, and that's to read a book that features religious diversity. Then the newspaper emoji, that's to read a current event book. The Hate You Give would be a fantastic example of this book. Then the peppermint candy emoji, and that's to read a book that's like candy to you, aka a guilty pleasure. And that is all of the challenges for the Emojiathon. Again, all of these will be listed over at the Emojiathon's Twitter page in a Google Doc if you were interested in finding the spreadsheet for all of these so you can plan out your TBR. There is no TBR that you could potentially want to plan for the month of June that you cannot somehow work into this readathon and buddy read with a whole bunch of people on Twitter doing Twitter sprints. There's somebody running Twitter sprints like almost all the time. There's a ton of different Twitter sprint hosts, and all the Twitter sprint hosts are linked over on the Emojiathon's Twitter page as well. So I'm really looking forward to my takeover on the 24th. If you're interested in doing this, I highly encourage you to do so. Tentatively, I have plenty of books that will fit this. I gave you a couple books that I will probably read, but I will do a definite TBR for June a little bit later. Probably early June. I will let you know for sure what I have decided to put into all of these categories. I hope you guys will join us. It looks to be a really fun readathon, so I hope to see you there. If you liked this video, give me a big old thumbs up, click subscribe, and I will see all of you in my next video. Bye guys.